Someone asked me to do a tutorial of the song Let That Be Enough by Switchfoot. The song is obviously special to them, it means a lot, and I said sure, why not, and here we are. Before we get started, I have to say that the song is special to me as well. I recently did a cover of it, and you can watch it if you want to by clicking on the link up here, or maybe I'll put it in the description below. I kind of felt like I had one opportunity in a lifetime to cover this song, and I know that sounds weird, but I'll explain it in a second. I remember listening to this song and this album pretty heavily sometime in college, which is around the time I think it came out. There's a specific line in the song where John Foreman, who is the lead singer of Switchfoot and the writer of the song, says, "It's my birthday tomorrow. No one here can know I was born this Thursday 22 years ago." And I remember just thinking and being amazed that a 22-year-old could write a song like that. In fact, write all the songs on the album. And I was a fan before with the previous album, Legend of Chin. And I just remember thinking, like, how in the world, like, I couldn't imagine myself writing a song like that. At that age, I just didn't have the mental capacity or the maturity to do something like that, and I was just floored by it. And still to this day, I'm just amazed at the production and the songs that come out of John Foreman. But going back to that, I always thought it would be kind of cool to play the song or cover it and sing that line, but it sort of means something similar. And what I mean by that is that I thought it would be cool if I was, say, 21 years old and my birthday happened to be on a Thursday, just like the song says, and I could sing that song and it would have the same meaning personally. So at age 22, you know, maybe my birthday wasn't on a Thursday. Maybe I didn't know how to play the song. I'm pretty sure I didn't. But 32 came and went. But by the time I was 41, I, for some reason, had the thought, hey, my birthday this year is on a Thursday. And so, and I'm going to turn 42, which rhymes with 22. So I thought, man, this would be cool. So I did it. You know, I did the cover of the song that Wednesday before. And so I sang this song, you know, it's my birthday tomorrow. No one here can know I was born this Thursday, 42 years ago. And so it fit perfectly. I thought it was pretty cool. Maybe nobody else cared, but it was special to me. So with that out of the way, let's get to the purpose of this whole video. I'm going to bring the camera in closer so you can have a better look, and we're going to go through all the parts of the song. Okay, first let's take a look at the intro, which is also the verse. Now the chords that comprise this section are as follows. We have an E chord, an A chord, a C sharp minor, a B, and then back to the A. So you might think of these chords like this is the E you probably think of, and then an A might be like, but we're playing more like a A2, I guess, or some kind of suspended. A C sharp minor you might think of like this, and then the B maybe like this, back to the A. But those chords are just going to be like 3-finger chords. So your typical E, A2, C sharp minor, B, and then your A, you're actually going to play like this. Let me just play through it though so it makes more sense. So the chord we're going to play is an E, but the fingering makes more sense to me to do it something like this. So my middle finger or second finger is going to be on the D string, 2nd fret, first finger on the G string, 1st fret, and I'm going to play the E string, 6th string first. So just down to 4 and 3 strings, so D and G. And then repeat that on the D and G. And that's the whole thing for the E chord. And then you're going to play the A in the bass note, but you're going to keep your fingers like this on your left hand. And then you're going to do this pull off on the G string, 2nd fret to the 1st. And then play the D string. So on the G string you do the pull off, and then you play the D string. So let's play that whole thing again. Alright, so I'm not going to go too slow because you can always pause the video, go back, slow it down using the YouTube tools at the bottom of the screen. So do that, and I'm just going to kind of work through it at a medium pace. Hopefully you know these basic chords, and that'll get you really far, and then you can just pick up sort of the fingering and the individual notes. So we go from that little section to the C sharp minor. John typically does a slide up like so. Then he goes to the B chord, and then he plays the A like this again, or he plays the A like this, and then he does this slide down, and then you're back to the beginning of that progression. So let's go over that little section again. Your C sharp minor happens pretty quick. It's kind of almost like a passing chord. You just go straight down from 5, 4, 3. And then the B, same thing, 5, 4, 3. I'm talking about strings when I say 5, 4, 3. And then to the A, you're just going to play the A open string, your first finger on the D string, 2nd fret. You're going to leave your pinky on the G string, 4th fret. And then you're going to slide down with your first finger from 2nd fret on the D string to 1st fret. And then play the A string on the 2nd fret. So that whole thing again. Okay, so the only kind of thing you might need to know is that sometimes he does this. First time through that in the intro he does that slide down. The second time he does so he's on that A chord and he does sort of like a hammer on. So you're just playing those fingers right there and those 3 strings, the A, the D, and the G, and you just kind of hammer on the D string on the 4th fret, leaving this finger where it's at. So the whole intro, if you put it all together, is so that is the intro, like I said. Now on the verses, it's pretty much the same thing. The only thing is he kind of simplifies it, I think, if that's what I hear correctly in the recording. That's what I did as I was singing it, because it just made it more simple to play, and I could focus more on the words and the lyrics. So if you're going to play the verse and you want to simplify it, you would just do something like... So you wouldn't do that pull off, and then you would just go... So if I kind of sing through it, wish I had what I needed to be on my own. Alright, so now let's go to the pre-chorus. For that, he's going to play an F sharp major chord to an A, to an E, and that's basically it. I'll kind of go through the picking pattern that at least I hear or used in my cover, and I think it's pretty accurate. So we're going to go on the F sharp minor, play the low E string down to 4, 3, and 2, and then back to 3, and then sometimes I put that back in there. So then to the A, similarly. And then to the E. Back to the A. And then he repeats it. And that is the entire pre-chorus. Now the chorus is fairly simple. It just goes from a B. Let me know that you hear me. Let me know your touch. Let me know that you love me. Let that be enough. So I just play 3 strings, just the A, the D, and the G, or the 5, 4, 3, going back and forth in this picking pattern. So 5, 4, 3, 4, 3, and then lift off for the A. So just back and forth like that. And then at the end of the chorus, he just goes, and then you're back at the E to start off the verse. So I'll kind of play through that slowly and sing so you have the context. Let me know that you hear me. Let me know your touch. Let me know that you love me. Let that be enough. So when he goes to the second verse, between the chorus and the second verse, he does a little bit different. He plays that E. He goes down to the B string, and then does it the rest the same. And then he does this option on that A chord before the second verse. One more time. Let that be enough. And so the second verse is just the same. You go to the pre-chorus again, and then you go to the chorus. I think he tags it at the end there. So he goes, let me know that you hear me. Let me know your touch. Let me know that you love me. Let that be enough. So he plays that E, and then he goes back. Let me know that you hear me. Let me know your touch. Let me know that you love me. Let that be enough. So he just kind of retards that or slows it down at the end, and he does that slide again and hits the full E chord. So let's do that last chorus again one more time so you get the context. Let me know that you hear me. Let me know your touch. Let me know that you love me. Let that be enough. Let me know that you hear me. Let me know your touch. Let me know that you love me. Let that be enough. Alright, so that's it. Hopefully that helps you out, and you can again go back and pause, slow it down, zoom in, whatever you need to do. But I think that'll basically get you there and gives you the basic skeleton of the song. And of course you can improvise and do whatever you like at any section or point in the song, or try to replicate it just like John did on the original recording. So yeah, that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. If you would be so kind, please think about liking the video, commenting, subscribing, clicking the notification bell for notifications. We'll see you next time. Thanks.
You are brighter